Are we live?
Good call on that still.
Are we live? All right. Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy CITO, Beyond the Views podcast. The number one podcast in the world. You know that.
Let's
Episode
go.
21. I got the boy Carlo Brito in the building. Hey, man, listen. Thank you so much for taking the time of day to come through.
Anytime.
We both didn't even realize it was a long weekend, but you know what it is? He came through with some special gifts, too. Look at this shit, man. Look at this.
That's right.
Look at this. Look what we got here.
Drip.
Look at this drip.
Yeah.
Look at this drip. Carlos.
Oh, it looks nice on you, bro. Yeah.
Fits nice too.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Yeah, it does.
Listen, so Carlo Brito,
Yes, sir.
June 2016.
Yes.
You, at this point in your life, you were a successful in the financial field.
Yes, sir.
You had it going, good pay,
Everything.
Like the life was there for you.
Yeah.
And let me tell you why I love this story about Barrio and how it came to fruition. Let me tell you right now. I love the stories where people, entrepreneurs, they do it sort of like default. Like it was just something that was born out of just the love of just giving something a try and knowing what the Barrio stands for.
Exactly
and so
what happened.
you and your brother,
That's right.
we're just having fun with this. So it's like Barrio came the birth of like the love of what it means to you.
Mhm.
And so I have here Carlo Brito, CEO of Barrio, and there's so much more that Carlo does. But I'm fascinated with this brand because they got to a point where it was just Barrio everywhere I went. Barrio.
Bro.
Shout out to Nico P, because at one point I'm like, yo, Nico P is
Big
rocking
shout out to
Barrio
Nico.
all the time. So listen, before we even get into that,
Yeah.
look, give us that root. That's what started it. Like, what conversation you and your brother have?
Well, what it was we were passionate. We were passionate about the city, man. So we both wore Toronto-inspired clothing. You know, the Six,
Yeah,
T-Dot,
yeah.
all that stuff that you get
Yeah.
at Brims downtown. Shout out to my boys at Brims. Anyway, so we thought, it'd be super dope if there was a Latin-inspired Toronto brand.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was the first, bro. Maybe the second, maybe the third, but
Yeah.
whatever, right? So
Yeah.
we thought, let's try to figure out a word first, and then we thought Barrio, and Barrio means neighborhood. We all know Toronto is not a neighborhood. I get it, but it was fitting, right? We replaced the I with the CN Tower. But when we came up with the logo, I already knew, bro. Like I knew it was gonna be fine, right? I thought when we rolled this out, it's gonna change our lives, and that was it. I knew 1,000%.
Right. And what was like the whole sketching of like the actual logo itself? Did you and your brother like just sit there and do a bunch of different ones? Are there any ones that are like gonna come out soon that we don't know about?
No, man, we hit it. That was the first one. It was like, this is the one, and we hit it, and we had somebody kind of like master it, computerize it, or whatever you call it, graphic design it, whatever.
Right.
And then when we saw it, we were like, this is it, man. This is gonna change shit.
Yeah.
And we knew. I knew 100%, and that's what happened, man. We made some hats, sold right away. T-shirts sold right away. I was
Really?
at Salsa, bro. I was at Salsa in St. Clair.
That's
I'll never
crazy.
forget, man. I was next to. I bootlegged my way in there because they wanted $5,000 for a spot.
What?
Yeah, bro. They're not.
What
cheap
for a
spots.
day? For a week?
No,
What?
for the weekend.
Okay, for the weekend. Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna roll up and post up next to someone, right? So I was next to a jeweler,
Yeah.
and I put on a little table. It was actually a bench.
Yeah.
I put hats out and T-shirts, and it was a lineup, and I sold out right away, man. It was incredible.
And at this point, though, were you known? No, this was the early stages.
No, early,
so
very
how'd
early.
you just sell? Like people were just coming to
No,
you?
well, at first it was friends and family, right?
Yeah,
and then they wear it, and then their friends, and then it was all word of mouth.
Right.
But I think the Salsa St. Clair thing really launched it because at one point, because I took so much merchandise and I legit sold out, so I packed up and I started walking, and it seemed like every 10th person was wearing, like, if not a hat, a T-shirt.
Wow, that's crazy.
So like it was a huge success. After that, I never looked back, man.
Right. Now, were you always born with this confidence to try something like, is this part of, like, you and your family, are you guys a family of entrepreneurs? Like, is this that comes
No,
already with
man.
you in your blood? Like, what's the deal?
No. We had this idea since, I would say, even 2015, and
Okay.
it's just what I tell any young entrepreneur, man.
Yeah,
Like I could have started
listen
this. I could have started this sooner, but I didn't. And what separates us from us, and I'm not saying that we're not successful, but from the other or more successful person, is that they started and they,
Right,
and
right,
they
right.
did it and they tried it, and that's why they are where they are. So if you don't start, you just never know, man. I
Right,
could have started
right.
sooner. I would have been a lot further ahead, but it's okay. Things happen
Yeah,
for a reason,
yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure, for sure. Were you ever skeptical, because you are going into a market of clothing, which is a crazy niche to even try to get into?
Yeah.
Because the competition out there is, well, there's competition with any business you do.
That's right,
But
that's right.
but when it comes to clothing brands and apparel,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's fucking huge, man. Like, so were you not skeptical at any point?
I was not, and the reason I was not was because I knew, like I said, I don't know if I was the first Latin clothing brand in Toronto.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I just knew that there weren't many,
Yeah.
and if I did it right, and I was so confident in the logo,
Yeah,
I knew
yeah.
it was just we were gonna knock it out of the park.
You
And I
already
was just
felt
I was like, this is gonna blow, man. I
Right,
knew,
right.
mind you, I didn't think in a million years, I didn't think Maluma was gonna wear it, Anuel, Karol G, and all these.
That's
people, right?
crazy, and
Like,
we're
I
gonna
never
get,
thought.
and we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there soon. We're gonna get there soon. But before we get there, so you came up with the name.
Yeah.
You came up with the meaning behind the name. You came up with the logo, and you decided to finally launch it. And at this point, what did you do? You just quit your job?
No, man, I didn't quit. I'm still at the bank.
Oh,
I'm still there, bro. I'm
okay,
still there. I'm
okay,
still there.
Okay.
I'm passionate about banking. It's provided me with many huge opportunities. Met tons of people. I know
Right,
how to
right.
move money.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro,
Financial, like
it's huge, man.
Yeah,
Like financial literacy. I'm disappointed in schools that they don't really talk
Yeah.
too much about that.
Right,
And
right.
it's but I built a wealth of knowledge being at the bank.
Right,
absolutely.
right,
So.
right.
I mean, I work from home. Even pre-COVID, I was doing both, right?
Right.
I was at home and at the office, but at the same time, it gives me being at home gives you the flexibility to kind of do both, you know?
Right. Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
And Barrio also does the scholarship fund. Amazing
Yeah.
brands, but yet they give back. They give back, and that's what it's all about. And I know that you do the scholarship funds for schools. So
Yeah.
let everybody know about this, because next time around when you do this, I want to be there to support you
Oh,
and get this
please,
out there,
please do.
because we
Thank
need a
you.
lot more. Because I
Yeah.
was aware that the last time you did it, you wanted more applications. What?
Bro,
tell us a little bit about
man.
that.
I'll tell-
Yeah,
okay,
tell
well,
us
let
a
me
little
tell
bit
you how
about
it started very quickly. I have a lawyer friend who I had a meeting with, and she said, Carlos, you know what? You got to use your brand for more than just,
Yeah.
selling articles of clothing. And I was like, I felt kind of like, I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah,
But then I was like,
do
well,
something with it,
yeah, she's
Carlo.
like, yeah, literally, she gave me that kick in the ass.
Yeah.
But it's not because I didn't want to do it. It's just because I didn't really think, A, that I could.
Right,
and B, where am I going to start?
Right.
But anyway, she said something to me that kind of really hit home. She said that there's a lot of like high school students that may not apply for a college or university because they may not even have the money for the application.
Wow.
Or they may think it's just too expensive. They don't know.
Wow.
And I thought, you know what, man, I got to do something. So, we kind of, so we started the Body Scholarship Fund, man. This is the second year. Bro, the first year I had 24 applicants.
Yeah.
Okay. The second year, which is this year,
Wow.
it was half. So I was a little
Right.
bit disappointed. Maybe something I did or did not do.
Yeah.
But that won't happen again. It's going to only go up from here. But at the same time, man, you know what? I wish that we had, like, when you're reading these applications, but it hits home, man. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, like these guys are
Yeah.
going through some shit.
Yeah. Man.
And,
Yeah, man.
bro, aside from
crazy.
that, they're still killing it in the community. They're like role models. Their grades are up, and they're going through some hardship, bro. I even made my daughter read a few.
Wow.
And I was
Yeah,
like, look,
that's good.
you got look at this, man. Look what this
What's
person's
your
going
excuse,
through.
man? Like,
And
yeah.
still coming home with these great, amazing grades, and still doing work in the community. Have a part-time job, volunteer at kids soccer, and a whole bunch of different things. So I honestly wish I had like more money to get, but we're gonna get there, bro. I'm really excited about that. It's one of my mandates.
That's amazing, man.
It's one of my mandates to kind of grow that.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, I love that. I love that. Everyone out there should be doing that too. Give back to your community.
I
Also,
promise
we
you,
have
it feels good.
Barrio Media. What do you want to let us know about Barrio Media?
All right,
Because
so
you are doing some boat parties. You have expanded Barrio now to different avenues. So
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
the Barrio Media about?
well, what happened was I knew there was clothing companies, Latin clothing companies started like after me. I seen a whole bunch more. So I knew I had to kind of like, okay, I got to keep it moving now.
Right.
So I got into nightlife.
Okay.
Nightlife by virtue of a boat party. So what happened was I rented a boat, I chartered a boat, 500 capacity. We
Yeah.
sold out 500 tickets in a month.
Wow.
Yeah, no, incredible.
Wow.
Did it again the second year.
That's
Then
crazy.
somebody at Barrio got a hold of me. They said, "Yo, come work at Barrio." We did local Fridays at Barrio, and El Barrio Saturdays.
El Barrio, yo.
Yeah, so shout out to Gustavo. He's my boy. He's my partner in nightlife, and Metrona Nico P. I mean, without them, I wouldn't be where I am today with respect to nightlife. But anyway,
Yeah, one hundo.
so yeah, bro, that's it, man. So this I took a huge gamble. I mean, this summer, of course, we didn't know where the province was headed because, I mean, Ontario is pretty strict, as you know, with COVID and the restrictions.
Right.
But
Yeah.
when we were able to charter these boats, I chartered 4 of them for the month of August.
Wow.
And basically sold out all 4.
Did you?
Yeah, and
Wow.
they're all like the 7th, the 14th, the 27th, and the 29th, bro. Like, it's incredible.
Wow.
All done.
And what do people expect when they come and they go on these boat events with Barrio, the whole team? Is it, dancing salsa? Is there music? Is there dance floors? Like, what's the vibe like?
Yeah, the vibe is what you would find at Barrow, man. Like, just people having
Good
a
vibes.
great time outside, enjoying the weather. We vet our DJs really well, and we make sure that they have a following and they're well known and they play great music. And once you're on the lake, you got good music and a few drinks, bro. I mean, you cannot not have a good time.
Oh yeah, just thinking about it now. Beautiful, beautiful day. Look at this.
No, man,
blue
that's what I'm
skies,
saying. That's what
good
I'm
fun
saying.
times. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Listen,
Looking forward to
Carlo, I want to ask you something now. How do you stay motivated with the brand? How do you consistently keep pushing yourself? I see that you're extremely active on social media. You're
Yeah.
active. You do lives. You do interviews. Also, you have your own show. Like, you do so much. How do you stay motivated? Like, for a lot of us watching you, and you have a family. You do so much. How do you do it?
There's so many things going on in the Latin community here in Toronto and all over the world. There's Latinos everywhere.
Yeah.
I've been fortunate enough. Like, some of the content, I don't find myself, man. I get it sent to me. So
That's
all I have to
beautiful.
do is kind of like, look into it, learn from it, and then post it. A lot of times my, whatever I post may not, for some people may be upset at what I post. Because, for example, there was that whole Cuba
Right.
the thing that happened in Cuba.
SOS Cuba, yeah.
Yeah, and so I posted something about that, and of course, there's there's a lot left and right.
Right,
There's no middle ground.
No.
And so when I just posted it kind of to create awareness.
Right.
So stuff like that, you try to stay. So now I understand why people try to stay away from politics.
Yeah, it's so true. It's one of those areas you just gotta be careful.
Well, the thing is, because I was getting so many messages, could you post about Cuba? Could you post about Cuba? And I was like, okay, so I'm reading. I'm like, okay, I got something here. I think I'm gonna post it. And then, bro, oh my God,
you got smacked up. Yeah.
No, but that's okay though. You live and you learn. But all I want what's best for the people of Cuba, man.
Right.
So
Well, because you have a platform and people expect now that
absolutely
talk about it and move about it. So listen, guys. Up next, we're gonna talk about how we got Karol G, Vasquez from the Raptors. We got
that's right.
Anuel. We got Maluma nonstop. Guys, stay tuned.
All right, CITO with the wardrobe change.
We back, episode 21. You know what time it is. I'm here with my new merch.
Wardrobe
new
change.
hat. Jeez. You know what time it is. Episode 21. I got Carlo Brito in the building, CEO
Thank you,
of
dude.
Barrio.
That's right.
Barrio Media. Also, the Barrio Scholarship Fund. We back. And listen, guys, because I know you want to know and I want to know, how in the world did Carlo get a hold of Anuel, Maluma, Vasquez,
yes.
Karol G? Like, to name a few, by the way. If you look at his resume, there's way more than that.
Gran Combo de Puerto Rico.
Oh my God.
The Kids from Cinco. Some of
God
the Blue Jays.
damn,
Some
God.
of the TFC players.
Yeah, listen.
I've been blessed.
Let us know, man, how that came about. That's crazy.
Everyone has got their own unique story. So I do. Being at Barrio, I met Maluma's DJ because he dropped a set at Barrio.
Okay.
So I got to know him that way. I could have got him some merchandise through him, but as it turns out, a shout out to my partner at Body Digital Media, Miguel Anthony. Bro, Miguel Anthony, he was gonna meet Maluma and some of his partners at a studio. So he said, yo, I'm gonna meet Maluma right now. And I said, well, I was gonna go do this and give it to him this way. He said, give it to me. So I did. And through my homeboy Miguel Anthony, he gave him a whole bunch of stuff. But now we have, and plus I know much of his team now, so we make sure that he gets a lot of the new stuff.
Really,
Yeah,
really. Have you had a chance to speak to Maluma?
No.
Why not? Why not? I know that you're not the type to reach out and be that kind of guy.
I'm not
I know
that
you're not
guy.
the kind of guy.
I'm
I know.
not that guy,
But yo, like,
it would be cool. It would be cool. Yeah, but I'm just truthfully, I just want him to know he knows what Barrio is. He knows where it came from. He knows of me. But I'm just cool with that, bro. I'm really cool with that.
talking about that, check this video out.
Acabé de subir una foto que decía que los días grises también hacen parte del proceso, pero hay que dejarse sorprender.
We back. That was Maluma right there. Fire, fire, fire. Maluma's actually been rocking your gear for quite some time now. Has he rocked your gear in a music video yet?
Not in a music
yet?
video, but
okay, that's next.
He recorded,
Maluma, what up?
He recorded the creation of CITO in Jamaica, I think it's called, if I'm not mistaken, that album that he made in Jamaica. And when he was traveling there with his team, he wore one of the sweaters. So he features it a lot.
No,
man.
he does.
Karol G's got it in a couple of videos.
Karol G?
Yeah, Karol G.
Yo, okay, so how the hell did you get Karol G to rock this?
Por ahí, con los de siempre, un flow cabrón, dando vuelta en un maquinón, cristales 5 en un capsulón.
With Karol G, so one of my boys at La Liga, and shout out to Jimmy and Laura at La Liga, they brought Karol G to Toronto. And I got to meet Karol G's DJ Fellow, and I WhatsApp him, and we keep in touch and stuff like that. So I sent him a whole bunch of shit, but I've just, again, not that guy. I don't say, yo, give this to Karol G, give this to Karol. I just send him a whole whack of stuff.
Yeah.
And then they make their way to Karol G, and because Karol G was or maybe is dating what's his face, Anuel.
Yeah.
So that's how some merchandise actually made its way to Anuel as well.
Oh, that's how we got to Anuel as well.
It's not like me sending it to him directly.
Right.
DJ, shout out to DJ Fellow, man. He's awesome, bro.
DJ Fellow, what up? It's spun. People are rocking your gear. These artists are rocking your gear. Other artists want to get some of this gear. So it's not even like that you're out here DMing these people like crazy or trying to get a hold of them. It naturally, organically got in their hands.
I always say, like, competition is dead. Collaboration's key. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for collaborative efforts.
Yes.
I believe that if brands complement each other, then that's fine. But you got to make sure the person who's behind that brand, your values are the same as well.
Exactly.
But it just makes things a lot easier, man. Because you can't do it by yourself, and you should never be afraid to collaborate.
Yeah.
And there's just enough for everyone to eat, man.
Right.
And everyone's got to eat.
Right. Everyone's got to eat. Yo, there will always be competition of whatever you do, and everyone can eat. There's nothing wrong with that.
Like,
how about we work with each other?
Absolutely. There's Latin clothing brands all over the city.
Let's work with each other, man. I love that. I love that. What about Vasquez, man? You got a relationship with him?
Vasquez, yeah, no. Well, one of my boys was his assistant.
Oh man!
Shout out to my homie George Rios, who's holding it down, Barrio down in Colombia, Medellin. So we're out in Colombia as well, and so because through his relationship with Vasquez, I mean, he got it to the hands of the right people, man. Like, there's a whole bunch of even Colombian artists, not at the level of the Malumas of the world and DJ Balvin's and Karol G's, but they rock the stuff, and that's super cool. And we got some athletes in Colombia as well. And Gravis Vasquez, just through my boy, he wears it and he gives it to his bro. There's a whole Venezuelan population, like a huge Venezuelan population in Miami. There's a whole bunch of Venezuelans wearing it out there. So thank you so much, George Vasquez. What's up, bro?
Amazing. Made something real sick where you made Barrio different flags.
Yeah, that was for Copa America, man. I thought that was special because, I wanted to stay away from that. Actually, I did.
But how come you're not continuing it, though? I thought that was such...
No, it is. It's super dope, man. But I did it for Copa America, and I'm going to bring it out again during the World Cup next year. I think I'm just going to wait for those kind of events, Olympics. You know what I mean? Right. And then I think it's... I just don't want it. It's a lot of SKUs, bro. And, clothing is not all that I do, but for you, people that are selling clothes or thinking that they want to sell clothes, SKUs is a company killer. Like, if you have too many and you can't handle it, you don't want to get stuck with inventory, so you just want to make some pieces and make sure you move them properly.
But the people that don't know, what does that mean?
SKUs. Okay, yeah. So SKUs is like just different, like t-shirts, different, like, for example, this t-shirt, Barrio t-shirt.
Right.
I gotta make it in black. I gotta have small, medium, large, XL, double XL, triple XL.
Right.
White, small, medium, large.
Right.
Like you're just not making that white T-shirt, bro. So
Got
you're
you.
gonna get, you can get stuck with a bunch of inventory.
Got you.
I've never had that problem because I don't buy much.
Right.
Like at the same time, you don't want to be that guy that I don't want to, you buy it and then I'm gonna go make it. No, I want to make sure I have it on hand.
Exactly.
But you got to make sure you have the right amount, and so and that comes through experience.
Right,
and
right.
doing it for a while. So
Really?
I'm at a space where like I got it all figured out.
Really, 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 really good. Everyone listening right now, take that advice from the boy
Yeah,
Carlo
man.
over here, man.
Yeah.
What would be something that you would change, man, in the journey of you creating this brand and everything that you're doing? Is there anything that you look back that you would maybe do differently?
Well, you know what, bro? I'm in my 40s. Like I got a high level of like not giving a fuck, like a really high level of it. So
Good, yeah.
things slide off me really, and so I don't really I don't dwell on shit that didn't work.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So what would I change? I wish I would have started sooner, the journey sooner. I think that, but
Right,
sometimes right. you can't be everything to everyone, and that's
Right,
why
right.
collaboration comes in, bro. Because
Right,
you got to
right.
like for example, me with nightlife, I knew nothing about nightlife. So now what do? I partner up with Gustavo,
Exactly.
who does just nightlife.
Right,
So
right.
now I have a piece of this.
Right, right.
Barrio digital media. What do I know about music and an upcoming we have a mixtape coming out? Not much. So I partner up with CITO Blanco, Sensei, and Miguel Anthony.
Right.
Because these guys are experts in that field.
Right, right.
I could put in my value other
Yeah,
ways.
yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean? But
yeah,
on the
yeah.
music side, that's not my area of expertise.
You have your own expertise, others have their own expertise, but the best thing about you, Carlo, is that you love to collaborate with other like-minded individuals like yourself
Yes.
who love change and move the culture forward. A lot of people out there that don't do that, they're there to just shit on you and hate, like, fuck that shit. We don't know, we don't want none of that shit, all right?
No, we don't need it.
If you're someone listening that is a creator, that is ready to fucking change things up, holla at your boy CITO, holla at your boy Carlo.
Yeah, man, I swear. You know how many times I get calls from people that they would legit be a direct competition to mine. Like they want to sell Latin clothing, bro, and I give them the whole money play, like the whole money play.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
here, man.
You got a clean soul.
Yeah, bro, here you go. Well, I mean, we're all gonna be different. There's so many. There's Latinos everywhere. Like, come on, man.
You got a clean
Let's
soul.
work,
you got
know?
a clean soul. And when you got a clean soul and you do things for the right reasons, man, only good things gonna come back to you, bro. Yo, check this out. Yo, I don't even know how you knew that I love trucker hats.
Yeah.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, these are trucker hats.
Trucker hats.
Oh, I'm glad.
Yo, I'll tell you why. Fucking airflow to my hair, bro, in my
Yeah,
head. So,
yeah.
yo, check these out, man. Look at that. Look at that.
Sharp.
Look at that.
Sharp.
Look at that. Look at that. All right, listen. I want to let the people know, where can we buy these hats? Where is it available? Where they can find you? And we also want to know what is next, Carlo. What is
Okay,
next?
let's go.
So let us know about where we can
Yeah,
find your merch, man, because this is fucking fresh.
You know what? We used to have a ton of pop-ups pre-COVID, and that's completely stopped. But we never stopped selling. Thankfully, buy the merchandise at www.torontolatinos.com. You can buy hats, t-shirts, hoodies, masks, and so on and so forth. Our fall line's coming, so I cannot wait for that. That's next month.
Amazing,
And we're really
amazing.
excited. We're really excited, man. And what's next? You know what, man? And that's always a tough question. But I was watching one of my boys, man, Kirk, Four Corners, DJ at the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah.
Bro, he said something one day, and I was like, "Damn, Kirk!" Like literally, I messaged him, and I was like, "Fuck, bro! Like, I think you just changed my life." He's like, "You know what? Happiness is if you can do something that makes you happy and finesse a way to make money out of it,
Right.
then that's the ultimate goal." Man.
While or the consumer is also getting value from what you're selling to the
Yeah,
person. So it
man.
always has to be a win-win situation in business.
Bro, absolutely. And you know what? Sometimes I don't want anyone buying this hat because, the logo looks dope. I want you to buy it because the word Barrio makes you feel something.
Straight up, bro.
You know
Straight
what I
up.
mean?
We all have barrios in our lives. I don't care where you're
Yeah.
from. I don't care where you're from. We all have that barrio neighborhood
Yeah,
where you were
bro.
raised. When I wear this hat, I'll tell you right now, I think about when I was in Keelan 401 when I landed to Canada in 1995.
Yeah.
This is the feeling I get.
Yeah, bro. See? That's why I want you to buy that hat.
Episode 21. I got the boy Carlo in the building. You know what time it is. Before we end this podcast, before we end the show, I want Carlo to give maybe just a line or two lines of right now of a motivational
A motivational something. something to get you off your ass.
Something to just let someone's watching this,
Yeah.
and they've already written down what they wanted to do, some sort of clothing brand or something. But what is just a
Yeah.
little motivational pitch you
Just-
can give someone listening right now to just tell them, get the fuck out there and do what you gotta
Guys,
do.
you gotta start somewhere. Though you got a wealth of knowledge on your phone. You can Google, you can YouTube. Bro, you gotta be vulnerable and be open to rejection. I got rejected 1,000 times, 2016, 2017. I worked hard. Now I'm at a place where I get approached for collaborations. But
Amazing.
that didn't start off that way, man. I got, and I was okay with being rejected because it just made me stronger. That door closed on me. I went to go knock on another one. And you have to grow some balls really and get out
Straight
there,
up.
send the emails and talk to people and
Straight
try
up.
to get in there, man. And you know
Straight
what?
up.
And always ask, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. I'm an open door, I'm an open book. CITO's got a wealth of knowledge, man. Call this guy. He can put you on his podcast.
100%. You know how it goes. Now listen, ladies, do you mind taking a picture of us? Is that cool? Have you guys ever heard of the name Barrio before? Well, get to know it.
Hold on, what nationality are you?
Colombia.
Oh!
Yo, you guys want to be on the podcast?
They didn't hear
Well,
Barrio.
say what
And that's a good thing. And that's a good thing. Because that means I got work to do.
So
Okay, so I have a company called Barrio. But look, it's oh,
there
so
you go. There you go. Follow on Instagram. You
Carlos
see?
Brito?
Of course.
Okay, there you
There
go.
you go. That's
Okay, so
him.
you
That's
do-
him. You see Maluma, Rocket, Karol G, everybody. This is it.
So anyways, that's me. So pleasure to meet you. I'm Carlos, by the way.
Sandra.
That's what you gotta do. It's all about the love.
Yeah, so
Probably both up. But yo, listen, yeah, like I said, it's a beautiful day. We are here talking on the podcast show about Barrio and how we got started with the brand. And I'd love for you guys to just take a picture of me and Carlo, so that and we keep letting
let's
that
do
play.
it. Yeah, let's do it.
Is this
Yeah,
on
we
YouTube or something?
Yeah, we post everything on YouTube. Yeah.
Latino Gang Gang, Neo, I am a remix, let go. Tú eres la número uno y como tú no hay dos.